Hey guys, we're the Disney duo. I'm Nash.
I'm Mel.
Today we have a movie review brought to you from us. It is the live action Aladdin. And we're going to start off with, before we see the movie, we're going to tell you guys what we are expecting.
Yes.
And then we'll catch you guys later after we've seen it.
Tell you what we really thought.
Yes,
And
a day later, because we're going to let it soak in.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll see if it truly did cut the cake.
Yes.
So, what do you think?
Okay, what I'm expecting is it's gonna be okay. I don't want to have high hopes because ever since seeing Dumbo,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna put so much high hopes on it. But I'm not as connected to Aladdin as I was Dumbo, but I still like Aladdin. So I think it's gonna be okay. And from seeing the trailer compared to before seeing it, I think
Yeah.
it's gonna be better than Dumbo.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, from just watching the trailer, I feel like there's gonna be emotion. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
Yes.
It's gonna be colorful and like musical.
It sounds like they
Yeah.
have some songs in there.
They'll
from
have
the original
Friend
Aladdin,
Like Me,
so-
pretty sure. I didn't hear one jump
No.
in the trailer.
But you saw the scene
Yeah.
of kind of like,
I know, but all the songs.
yeah.
Alright.
They're really good songs. I
I
forgot
hope
about the
that-
songs.
I know, I told you. I said
I know,
all
I
those songs,
totally
they're
forgot
so
about
good.
it.
Prince Ali.
Yeah, and
They
then
better have all of it. I think this one will be more like Beauty and the Beast. Honestly, Beauty and the Beast was a lot better than Dumbo. And I didn't love
yeah,
the new Beauty and the Beast.
same.
So, I guess we'll see. I think this one will be better though because they're not like... I mean, they're still like actors that like, you know.
Hmm.
But they're not like, oh, big time like Emma Watson or something. Like,
Yeah, I
ones
like
that every single person knows.
Yeah, that's what I like. I think that's gonna make it work a little bit more because they don't have as many A-list actors in it.
Yeah, I
Just
think so
Will
too.
Smith. You need
Will
one
Smith,
main
yeah.
because he's a big part.
And he's the genie, so you have to make sure
Yeah.
it's someone good, someone who's gonna grip you, and...
Yeah, because if it's like an unknown, I mean, I guess it could work if it's unknown and it's like, whoa, that's like Robin Williams crazy good.
Yeah,
But to get in people, I think they had to do Will Smith. But I
Yeah.
still think it's okay with Will Smith because from seeing and reading stuff, he took it very seriously.
Yeah, so I'm kind of excited. I think that they will do a decent job.
Yes.
Hopefully they surpass my expectations.
Yes, me too. We hope so.
I
That's
really
all we
hope
hope.
so. I love all of Disney, and I just feel like the real life ones hadn't been doing it. And yeah, I want it to be good.
Okay. I don't have anything else to say, so let's just go see the movie.
Okay.
And we'll catch you guys later after we've seen it.
Hey guys.
Hey guys, we're back. We saw the movie 2 days ago. It's been a few days. We've soaked it into our system.
It's in our skulls.
It's in our skulls, in our brains, in our bones, in our blood. And we're gonna tell you what we thought of it. And let's just say, do you see our faces right now? Look at this. Now, when we saw Dumbo, what did we look like? Now this is us now. So there you go. That's all we need to say. Just kidding. Okay.
That's our review.
We have a weird rating with this just because, I don't know, it's just weird. So we're gonna start off with the bad. What we thought that was bad. And do you want to start or do you want me to start?
I guess I'll start. So I'm pretty sure this stood out to a lot of people. One of the bad things, the genie, not Will. I almost said Will Ferrell again.
But imagine Will Ferrell as
Every
the
time I
genie.
say Will, okay, Will Smith. He was good as the genie, yes, but when you first meet him and he comes out of the lamp, he's very like choppy how he moves.
The animation, it was
seems
awkward to
weird.
watch him as the genie rather than when he was presenting as a human.
Yeah, he was really good. Like, he did good as the genie, but, like, I don't know, like, imagine...
Because
being like, what can I grant you? It seemed weird.
he moved his head like this, but the round of his face was like this. So it looked natural, like he was like this, but then his face didn't move as his head was
But
moving.
his
with
body
it.
did a little bit, too, because it'd be,
Yeah.
like...
It was
Like, you
an
could tell
awkward,
it was...
rushed.
Yeah.
I would say it was
that
rushed in
part,
a way.
yeah. That certain part. So
Yeah.
that was one bad thing that I noticed.
Animation. Okay, what else? I agree with that. I was
another
going
bad
to say
thing?
that as well.
Do you want to take turns? You can say a bad thing?
Sure. Another thing I would say that would make a disappoint would be
A disappoint.
Jasmine. Jasmine. So when I first saw Aladdin, when we watched Aladdin, and Jasmine is with Aladdin, and they go over and they do the jump, you know, and she grabs stick and she goes, oh, but Aladdin's like, come on, jump, and he's like, what? Shuri was there.
Yeah,
Shuri was like,
in the original, yeah.
She's like, oh, boom, look,
like,
I'm
Jasmine.
Jasmine.
I need to go over there. I'm going over there.
I'm Jasmine. I'm already tough and cool, and I don't need a man and all that crap.
Yeah,
and she's like,
also like.
Go ahead. I know.
I'm sorry.
I know.
Same. But like when she's in the village, she's like, "No, I'm Princess Jasmine." Like, you know, and they have to listen to her, and she's strong.
Yeah.
And she shows it. She
and
shows
then
who she is.
It goes through the whole movie, and she's like, "I already know who I am and what I want." And then in this movie, when I saw this scene, he's like, "Jump," and she's like, "No,
I can't.
No, I can't.
I'm too
Are you
scared."
What?
Did the real Jasmine wait? No, she didn't hesitate. She was there.
Boom.
She was there.
So, but then I feel like they did that so you could see her grow, but she didn't need to grow because she's already a tough princess.
Yeah.
So why did she need to do that? They needed to make her grow in a different way, which I think. I don't think that they should have started Jasmine off like that because it kind of misses the point of what Jasmine was in the original.
I agree.
They made her down more and made her grow up to be tough rather than she's already a tough person.
She's already a tough cookie.
Yeah. And I think that was a missed point for her Jasmine story. She grows, she gets stronger at the end, but they didn't need to do that because she was already tough.
Yeah, and Jasmine was a good character again.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I totally agree. They should have just kept it like in the original. She was tough and stayed tough. Had always been tough, and that's just that. So agreed. That's a very good point, Nash.
You have another one?
Ooh, I drew one I thought of later. So one of my like favorite villain songs a little bit is Jafar's version of Prince Ali. They did not have that in there. That's pretty much the only. They had all the same songs, but like the reprised Prince Ali is so good, and you can feel Jafar's evil. They didn't have that in there, and I was kind of looking forward to like.
They didn't.
Jafar being like, oh, look at Prince Ali now, but it wasn't there. So that's kind of a bad point. If they had every other song, they could have snuck in Prince Ali, Jafar's version. They could have slid that in there.
They did have every song.
Yeah. Anyway.
And more. I say another one would be, it was good, it was fun to watch it, and it was cool.
It was
but
beautiful.
I think it was just awkward on some parts. They made the dancing seem impossible because it looked like they sped it up like 5 times. So people were like with their hands, which people are already really quick with that. Like the people that are really good dancers.
Yes.
They can do that really quick, but it looked like they sped it up, so they're like, all of a sudden they're like this. And they're like, and especially at the end of this, when Will Smith is singing, and you could tell that they sped up the dancing, all of them.
Yeah.
It was fun to watch. It was just, I wonder why they sped it up a little bit.
Me too. And they did that, they did have one jump ahead. Beautiful. But in that song too, they did the speed up thing where Jasmine and him were like, and they like sped it up and they're walking. And other than that, the only other time they did that was with dancing. So I felt that was a little strange to have like I don't know two characters interacting like that, like sped up. You know what I mean?
I don't know if they were offbeat and the all the shots they took, and it would be too much money to reshoot all that work. And so they're like, let's just speed it up and keep it on track.
Or maybe they just wanted to do that. Either way, like that was a little bit weird, but it didn't like ruin the film or anything. It was just kind of like, oh, that's strange. Moving on.
There we go. Yes. Do you have another thing to add?
I was explaining how some things just work better in cartoon. Like Beauty and the Beast, all the things coming to life, doesn't really work very well in like real life. There's a lot of CGI that goes into it. But in cartoon, it all just seems seamless. They're all like the same design, you know, good. So I just thought there's a couple things that didn't seem very, like, I guess realistic in real life. Like when Aladdin is showing Jasmine his home, and he like pulls this like lever thing, and these stairs like come out of like this solid wall. Why? How did he, you know, that seems weird to me. I was like, in cartoon, I feel like no one would question that. They'd be like, okay, yeah. In real life, it seems like a little strange because you're like, okay. Did he design that? How did he get that in there? Yeah, and along with that, Jafar seems a little silly. Not in cartoon either. Like his giant staff. Like it's for sure like a prop, and it just looks kind of silly.
They could have made it like a ring or something.
That
or like a little earring or something. I don't know.
That's That would have been good.
make-
I like that choice. Because a big, giant snake staff that's staring
Yeah.
in the eyes.
Because you have to
kinda
convert it.
strange.
So, like, in that animation, what would seem real in today's,
Yes.
in the time that they chose to do it.
Yes, I think a ring. That would have been awesome.
But
Okay.
then he's controlling, but I guess he could have just been like this. Like thinking, you know,
Yeah.
and like that. But then maybe is that like a
But
little
that might be weird if he's like...
every time he talks to him, he's like, very.
I don't know.
No. No.
They could have found, like, an earring, too. Like, he could have just been, like, messing with his earring or something. I don't know. But
Yeah.
a big, gigantic snake staff.
Yeah.
That's a little silly. Anyway.
The things I have that I don't like, they don't make me not like the film. They're just like, we're just saying little things that, you know, every movie has some low points. One thing I would say to add is Will Smith. He is an okay singer and a very extremely good rapper. But it's like they chose the songs to be Broadway and also a little bit of something else. So when he was singing, you could tell he was trying really hard, and they used autotune obviously, but you could tell that like he couldn't really hit those points like friend like that.
Like Emma Watson
Yeah.
and Belle. Where, like, they just
They're-
picked someone famous, but maybe they didn't have, like, the best Broadway singing skill.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that, like, Emma Watson's a bad singer. She was a pretty good singer, but was she Broadway singer?
Yeah.
No. And same with Will Smith.
And they chose to do the same songs as Aladdin, and the Aladdin songs are kind of Broadway-ish. So Will Smith trying to fit into that role, but we'll get into the good. But that's just saying, like, you know, he's not the best singer, but I like him better than Belle. Emma
Oh,
Watson,
same,
so
yeah. I
he
mean,
did better, I
Genie,
think.
Will Smith, better
Yeah.
than Belle. Last little nitpicky thing is that Aladdin didn't really look, poor to me.
He was very clean.
I thought he's a very clean, like, he looks like rich to begin with. Like, his clothes
He's
were
a
like
cute
very
little
nice.
boy.
It didn't really look like his clothes were like torn up, like because you remember the original Aladdin, he has like patches and stuff.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
all clean.
So then it's like,
And-
why are you calling him a street rat? Like, it looks like he makes $1 million a year.
So with Aladdin, when you first see him, and when they're trying to say you think that he should be singing One Jump Ahead, but you don't, and they kind of psych you up for a few seconds. All of a sudden, he turns the corner, one jump. He starts like he turns, boom, sings. They should have. What I think would be cooler in a way is maybe they slid with Jasmine, and he goes like this, one jump. It's more like flowing, but all of a sudden he turns. He's like one jump.
Agreed. But also, like, I think they should have made him like grungier, and then once he's
Grungy.
a prince, then he looks clean and put together. Because then
Yes.
he's a prince. So it was kind of a little weird.
Like I said, he's grunge. He's a grunge dude.
Another negative, I think, is that they switched up some words in the songs. I know why they did, because they're trying to make it not exactly the same, but close to the same. It's just, like, hard for, like, diehard fans who already know those songs. Like, I was trying to, like, sing along in theaters, and then all of a sudden they just change a word, and I'm like, okay, but I'm used to the other way. So, I mean, maybe I'll just have to learn the new words for this, but it was a little, I thought that was kind of a negative, because for people who want to sing along, it's kind of hard to do, but
Okay.
yeah. I think that's it for the bad.
Or lows. I mean, the lows aren't taking away from the movie. We just have to name them because every movie has them in people's eyes. So there's ours. We're in the good. Let's talk about the good. And the good is, I'm going to bring it up because I brought it up. And the reaction is Will Smith being the genie. He took it very seriously. But I did like this. They didn't make Will Smith be Robin Williams. They made Will Smith be the genie as Will Smith.
Mm-hmm.
They say, hey, don't be like him. Do your own thing.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, so he's not
And-
copying. He's
yes.
just his own genie.
He was the own flavor of genie, two separate type of versions.
Yeah.
Obviously, Robin Williams will always be the best. Always be. This makes the film so much hype. I think Robin Williams as a genie, no doubt about it. Will Smith, I liked his little flavor. He was funny. He had his own like he did his dance moves, you know.
Yeah.
And his rapping was brought in. So he had his own little flavor to the songs that they brought in, so he could show off what he's really, really good at. He was funny. I liked when he said in the song, hey, heard your princess was hot. They changed it up, but I like that little change because it was funny, and if you brought it in today's, people would
Yeah.
laugh at that. Yeah.
But your princess was hot.
Hot! And she's
Where
like,
is she?
the dad.
Yeah.
You better,
That was kind of funny. But yeah.
The genie, Will Smith, very good.
One of my good points is Abu. So I love Aladdin, all the cartoon. As I got a little older, Abu in the cartoon seemed like a little annoying to me. Like he bothered me a little bit, and it seemed like he didn't listen. And I mean, I don't know. He was a little bit annoying. I really liked him in this movie. He seemed a little more cute, and like he listened to Aladdin a little more.
A little more.
So, I mean, I liked Abu.
Another good thing that I liked is, so the songs that The Friend Like Me, it was good. I did like on the part of the song, all the dancing when the genie was controlling Aladdin and he was dancing.
That was cool.
That was really cool to see that little scene. I like that little dance part, and like all the dancing was really cool. Dancing, cool.
So going along how I said some things are just better in cartoon. I like how they did Jasmine's dad, because in the cartoon he's like little and bubbly, and they make him like
weak.
Yeah, but in this, I really like that they didn't go for that. They're like, okay, how could this work better in real life? They chose like a strong, like good dad-looking man.
Yeah.
If you get it, because like the other one was very cartoon. I'm glad they didn't go with that style. So I thought that was good. Jasmine's dad.
More realistic.
A good point I want to make is that like even though the genie seemed kind of choppy and weird, the carpet ride, I thought that would also, after seeing the genie, I was like, oh no, how are they gonna do a whole new world? That was actually a very good scene. I thought it was nice. It was like
I thought the carpet would be
from
the
our
hardest
point of view.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did good.
I thought the carpet would be the hardest to animate.
Yeah,
because it has to be like.
I mean, it probably was like really hard, but it looked very good in the movie.
Let's just say this: I love villains. So Jafar, in the reaction, I was like, why Jafar doesn't seem that evil? He has like a high voice. How is that gonna work? Well, it did for me in this movie. I like Jafar in this. Yeah. His voice, it makes him more realistic. I didn't think it'd be like this. I had totally like I thought I wasn't gonna like him. But I ended up really liking Jafar in this.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, he felt like...
I don't think he was bad.
Yeah,
like he's the same, but he just seems more realistic.
Yeah, his voice is high, and he's like, oh no, no. He's like, no, you don't do that, Aladdin. And they was all good acting, I think. But I think Jafar was a little bit separate from everyone else, in a way, because he pronounced everything, like he wanted to be Jafar. Yeah, he's like, I'm Jafar.
Are you?
Yeah.
That was also Wonderland. But.
Well, yeah. He's like, I'm Jafar. He played Jafar as like what you would think him being in a real person.
Yeah,
a real human being.
Cartoony.
Yeah.
I thought it translated good.
Let's talk about, real quick, the two songs, kind of in a way, of Jasmine, what she sang.
Speechless.
Speechless.
I'm pretty sure it's Speechless and like a Speechless reprise.
Mm-hmm. It was good. I liked it. I didn't think it fit with all the other songs of the original, because this one seemed more Broadway, like
yeah, this
really
one was
big.
Very Broadway.
Yeah. It was good. I just didn't think it mixed in with all the other songs from original.
Yeah, it didn't.
Overall, it was fun to watch.
It was very fun to watch.
We had fun watching it. We laughed.
It kept our attention.
I love the new character they introduced. The handmaid was funny. And also the prince.
Oh, that was a good one. He was funny. That's.
I laughed so hard. I love him. He's really funny. He was in Kimberly Schmidt and all, like, he's a comedy guy, and he did really funny for that. And I laughed and I enjoyed him. So
was it Dumbo?
No. Was it better than Dumbo?
Yeah.
A million times.
Jillion
times.
Better. We both agreed that we think. Take away Mary Poppins and Christopher Robin. Those are tops A-list. In our mind. Those are the best, like, real life ones they've done recently. We think that this Aladdin is the best remake that they've done. Like, actual remake. I still say that they don't need the remakes. Yeah. They don't need them. They didn't need this one. But was it a good remake? Yeah, I think it was better than the other ones that they've done. So.
Will I see it again?
Maybe.
Yeah. Will I buy it?
I will.
Yeah,
probably.
I'll buy it.
I actually might buy this one. I haven't bought any of the remakes, but I actually might buy.
I will buy it.
Aladdin, I guess we'll see. We'll just see. We'll let it sink into my brain for a little bit more.
Yeah.
One more thing to add that we didn't add in our reaction to the trailer is when Aladdin gets shoved off.
Oh yeah, the chair!
Into the water. We forgot to mention, that's a really cool shot of him like flipping backwards.
That
versus,
was a
like,
cool
backwards
shot.
into the water. That was a good shot.
I always
liked
talk
that
about
shot.
shots. We forgot the shots. Shots were
But
cool.
now we mentioned it.
Now we're good.
Out of the way.
Sequence, we mentioned that out of your brain. The chair shot, the sequence, they
Yeah.
changed up. They had the same story, but they in the scene
They kinda switched
they
it.
switched the order of it, which was actually okay. They kept it, but they changed it.
Which is exactly like what they should have done with
Dumbo, they just completely changed. This one, they're like, let's make it up a little bit, but you kind of get the same gist. But like, add a little things. Oh, we don't need that.
Yeah.
Very good.
That's what Dumbo should have been.
Yeah. So yes, fun.
Yeah.
Guys, let us know what you think about Aladdin down below. Comment down below. Say, yo, Jafar wasn't evil enough for me, which I couldn't understand, you know, but...
I think he was fine.
Or you could say, hey, Jasmine was strong the whole movie.
Yeah, maybe we're wrong there.
Maybe we're wrong.
I don't know.
Will Smith is a good rapper, which I'm pretty sure everyone can agree with.
Everyone knew.
Yeah.
Was
So-
he fresh? Yeah.
He was pretty fresh.
Was he the Prince of Bel-Air?
Always will.
Forever.
Forever and ever. Okay. Thanks for watching, guys. You can like, comment, subscribe, and...
Please be our guest.
yes. We're the Disney duo. Sayonara.
Chain that I'm rocking. I got the ring full of pink, never dropping. I got a stash for the cash that I owe to my daughter.